Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel and Happy New Year. This is my what I've learned in 2021 video. And if you're wondering where these stylish sunglasses came from, they came from Abella Eyewear. These are the Livingston sunglasses. They're my favorite out of all Abella's eyewear so far. And I am an ambassador for the brand, so I do have a 30% off link in my description that you can click on, and when you shop at checkout they will give you 30% off of your purchase. I do make a small commission from you purchasing through my link, so I will have that linked in the description. I'm gonna take these off now. So this video is what I learned in 2021. I've learned a lot of things in 2021, but I think the biggest thing that I've learned in 2021 is that everybody that I come in contact with, and even some friends, don't have my best interest at heart. And that's the sad part, because when you think you're friends with somebody or you put your trust in somebody, you think that they will always be honest with you and tell you the truth, even if it hurts your feelings. But that's not all. But the hurtful part is when you catch them in the lie and then they still kind of deny it, or they say things like, I didn't want to tell you the truth because I didn't want to hurt your feelings, but you don't realize you're hurting my feelings more when I find out that you lied. I've also learned in 2021 is that I need to be more patient with myself. I can be very, very hard on myself because I have that perfectionist type personality. So it can have me feeling some type of way when things don't turn out exactly the way I planned, even though I am aware of that you can't plan things, and then because plans always change. But the perfectionist part of me always want it to be perfect, even though I know things can't be perfect. But for me, it's more about, I don't want to do something if I'm not going to put my all into it. If I'm not going to put my best foot forward, I don't want to do it. Because I feel like if I'm not going to put the time, the care, the energy into it, it's not going to turn out good either way, whether it's perfect or not. But I at least want to know if I'm going to do something, whether it's a project or even just making content for you guys, it's to the best of my abilities and something that I could be praying. That's what I find hard, because I try to do everything to the best of my abilities, and sometimes it gets me confused because I'm always learning new things and trying new things, and I know the first time I try something I'm definitely not gonna get it correct, but I want it to be close. So that's been a struggle. And the other thing that I've learned is that it's okay to not be okay, because I try to put a smile on my face even when I'm not okay, because I don't want to always share my feelings or explain my feelings. I just want to have my feelings and be okay with that. But it's hard when you always get talked to like, well, what's wrong, why you feel that way, or people telling you that you shouldn't feel that way, and they just won't allow you to have your feelings. It's okay to take a step back from what you feel and just allow yourself to feel it, because if you don't, or at least for me, if I don't allow myself to feel it completely, then I can't heal, because I'll just keep bottling it inside until I explode, which is not a good thing, because then usually the hard part is when I've let it build up. It causes me anxiety, causes me to have freakouts and cry at the tiniest little thing. So I've learned that it's okay to have my feelings and that I have to work through my feelings. Now, working through my feelings usually causes me to pull back from everything and everyone, and I'm not always going to say, or I haven't always said, I'm going through something, please just let me be. I don't usually say that. I just kind of completely shut down, and just want to be with myself. But in turn, it causes issues because everybody gets the feeling that I'm being selfish, or that I'm ignoring them, or something like that. And I've learned that taking time for myself and focusing on my own feelings and my own things is not being selfish. It's just looking out for my best. And if I'm not good, I can't be good for anyone else, not even myself. And for that, I've learned that I need to put myself first. And if anything, I need to do that more than I have in the past year. And just for the past couple of years. Everything has been, I have goals that I want to accomplish, and I need to do this, and this to get where I want to be. And everything for me is not a competition. I don't want to compare myself to other people. I don't think it's healthy for me to compare myself to other people. And having people constantly question you, you've been doing something for a long time, and why haven't you reached this goal or that goal? Because things take time. And I've learned to be okay with that. So going forward, I just want to be comfortable with myself, and really honestly not think about other people and what they think I should be, or what they think I should be doing, or how they think I should be feeling. Because at this point, at the end of 2021, I am the most important thing, not what other people think of me. Because people are always going to have some sort of opinion, and am I necessarily going to agree? No. And it's okay for people to have their opinion, but all of your opinions don't always have to be spoken. So I've always been the type, if you're not asking me, I'm not saying. And everybody's like, why? Because I don't want to. It's not my place or my right to tell people how they should feel about anything or what they should be doing. And it's nobody's right to be doing the same thing to me. And I think mostly it's because I've learned that not everybody has my best interest at heart. I think a lot of times people think when I'm saying this is how I feel, it's not taken seriously. But what I'm saying is, I'm going to say what I mean and mean what I say. I've always stood by that quote, say what you mean and mean what you say, and I'm always doing that. And I'm trying to be intentional with the things I say, because I know words have power to affect people. And for most of my life, a lot of people's words have it. And that's one part that I am trying to move on from. Not letting people's words affect me, but then at the same time, people's words can hurt. And if people out there believe that words can't hurt, then I don't know what to think. Because some certain things people say is not gonna hurt you the way it hurts me. So I'm trying to be mindful about what I am saying to someone and listening to what they're saying to me, because sometimes it can be hurtful either way, and I'm just not trying to hurt people. I'm not trying to, and in turn I'm not trying to get my feelings hurt. But I think a lot of this year has caused me to get my feelings hurt in one way or another, because I am being honest with people, and in turn they are not being honest with me. I feel like that I have put a lot of my feelings out on the line, and in turn those haven't been respected. But it's also, at the same time, I have very high expectations for myself. I have very high standards for myself. But the one thing I do know is that I can have my high standards, but I can't have high expectations for other people, because when I do that and they don't meet my expectations, it hurts. So I need to lower my expectations for other people, or not have expectations going in meeting other people. But the only expectation that I really feel as though that's important to me going in meeting somebody, or just being around someone in general, is respect. Respect me and I will respect you. Respect is not something that is given, it is something that is earned. So I know that having certain expectations for people is not a good thing, because they will let you down and people will fail you. What having respect is, and that means don't just listen, actually listen, because what you're hearing and how you are interpreting things are not the same thing. I could hear, for example, you look beautiful, but I don't like your outfit. But that's what you said. But internally, I could hear it as, you look ugly and I don't like your outfit. Because you don't like my outfit, internally, I took it as, you don't like my outfit plus you think I'm ugly, is the example. But that's not what you said. You said, I look beautiful, but you don't like my outfit. Me being beautiful has nothing to do with the clothes I wear. That's why I chose that example. But what's important is that I need to be comfortable in who I am and know that and keep that. And I've always known that, but I don't need to please anyone. I don't need to be something that I'm not just for you to like me. At this point, it's not about being likable. If you like me, fine, but I want you to respect me. That's what I want. I want you to respect me. If you like me, that's fine. But if you're not respecting me, then that's a problem. Like, respect is a big issue. Sometimes I feel like there's a lack of it. And there's also a lot of judgment. Just because you're looking at me doesn't mean you should judge me, or just because you see something doesn't mean you should judge either. You have to get to know someone before you can say certain things, and people just tend to say things, and I don't know if they're being intentional Or is that just how they really feel? Or are they just saying it for reaction? But if there's one thing I remember that people have told me my entire life is that once somebody show you who they are, believe them. And that's been the case for 2021. A lot of people have shown me who they are, and I want to believe that they can be better, that they can do better, that they can change, but it always sticks in my mind. These people have showed me who they are, so now I just have to believe them. And at this point, somewhere along the line, if trust has been broken for whatever reason, I don't know. And I'm gonna be honest, I really don't know if people can earn that trust back because you broke it. And I don't know if I'll ever be able to trust people again. I trust people to a certain extent, and I try to give them the benefit of the doubt. But once you break my trust, I don't know if you'll ever get it back. I can respect you and be cordial, but to fully trust you will most likely remain a question mark, at least for me. I stand in my own conviction of that, my own process of that, because it's more like you have to think about you, because no one else is, if you're putting everything and everybody else before you. And for me, before I put myself anywhere, God comes first in my life, then myself, and then everything else. And that needs to be the most important for me. Not being likable and not giving my trust to people that have already broken it once. It's not worth it. So if I take anything away from 2021, I would say is that I matter. I should always matter, and not everybody else, because if I don't matter, then everything else in my world tends to be confusing and fall apart mostly. But I matter. And looking ahead to 2021 is that I'm gonna put myself first and not feel guilty about it, because it's time for me to drown out the noise and focus on what's important to me. Thank you guys for joining me for this video. This is my last video of 2021, and I will see you guys in 2022. Remember, I'm always thinking of you, sending my love, and bye for now.